Yeah. 929. I can't believe the season is almost already coming to an end. It feels like just yesterday the Angels were contenders. So is life for Los Angeles of Anaheim baseball. If the season ended in May, Trout would be losing fingers to hold his rings. Twins also aren't making the playoffs. I get it. We've had a very exciting month of September baseball right here. Pujols joining the 700 club. Judge potentially breaking Maris's record. He tied it last night, his 61st. Blue Jays fan got his glove on the ball. Christ, could you imagine, literally, millions of dollars slipping out of your hand? I couldn't live with well, I probably could, but I certainly wouldn't sleep for at least a few fucking weeks. We're talking POTM here. There's a lot of great candidates. Leave a like down below, subscribe to the channel. Let me know who you guys want to see get POTM. Who do you want for Lightning Diamonds? Let's get into it. Yep, it's just about October, which means about two things. Leaves are changing colors, and the Minnesota Twins season is over. And just like the autumn foliage is beginning to fall, Manscaped is here to help your follicles fall. The all-in-one male grooming kit featuring the Lawnmower 4.0. Doctors will hate me for giving you this one simple trick, but if you just trim away those excess weeds, the tree magically starts to appear larger and feel protected with the built-in advanced skin-safe technology to help prevent any nicks or mishaps. And clean things up afterwards with the ball toner and crop preserver. Make sure your sack is smelling good enough for her, and there just might be more to clean up than pubes after you're done shaving, if you know what I mean. It's getting cold out. You're collapsed on the couch over there for 9 hours watching football. But that's no excuse not to be looking and feeling your best. And Manscaped is here to help. Right now you can use my promo code GOMES. You'll get 20% off your order, 2 free gifts, and free shipping. Simply an amazing offer that you are not going to want to miss. Thank you again to Manscaped as always for sponsoring the channel. Doing things a bit different this time. I did a few more candidates just because it was fun looking at cards and looking at a 25-year-old's bald head right here. Thank God for good genes. I got a while. I'm going to be at least older than 25 by that time. Bryan De La Cruz here for the Marlins. Could be a pretty cool card. Bit of a truncated month, only about 60 at-bats, but pretty damn good. You know, I estimated here like 111, 101 versus righties, 95, 108. Contact and power against lefties. Good enough defense. Nice amount of speed for sure, just not nice for center field. It might say center field, but that's a catfish. Don't fall for it. De La Cruz could be fun. I'm guessing the base round is going to be 97s, I think. It could be 98s, though. And then I'm guessing the rare round 99s, and no shit, the Lightning also a 99 as well. But let me know as you go on here what cards pique your interest, but De La Cruz certainly looks pretty good. We got Sam Hentges, who I certainly didn't have to go on the MLB film room to, just make sure that's how you pronounce his name. Also, bit of a note here. He actually throws 99. The velocity on the game for him is like 94. Again, I just realized, okay, I looked up MLB film room to know how to pronounce his name. I admit it, sue me. He throws 99. So much for the all-encompassing overhaul that they check every single player for, am I right? But we got Minnesota boy here, Sam Hentges. He was phenomenal. I think he had a 0 ERA, as much as it pains me to say. Part of that came against the Twins. Helped push their season down a cliff. Pretty much max hit 9, I would expect. Ridiculous low amount of hits surrendered. K per 9 should be above 100, and BB 9 pretty damn good as well. No changeup here, which is a little cause of concern, but he has a hopefully hard sinker. Maybe they actually watch film room themselves and realize how much velo he should have. And it could be a fun card. A lefty, kind of like Nick Lodolo, I think. Maybe. Seth Brown here for the Oakland A's. Nice glamour shot of him right there. He's 29. That's a bit better for being bald, I suppose. Could be a decent card. A lot of power. I wouldn't expect too much contact left. Yes, I sugar-coated the living hell out of some of these cards. It's October. I don't think that they're going to be too stingy on some attributes. Christ. Gary Sheffield. a great player, but he probably doesn't deserve max hitting stats. I don't think anybody was saying Gary Sheffield was a better hitter than Hank Aaron, but here we are. Seth Brown could be fun. Pretty good defender. 72 speed is good enough for outfield as well, which is his primary tool. Ace needs some love this year. Give it to him, SDS. Lord knows ownership isn't. Moving on here, we have Gleyber Torres, who... this time I decided to get actual pictures of the cards there. Again, that was the first one that popped up. Could be interesting. He didn't have the best splits. Again, I really manufactured this to be as meta as possible. And I guess 90 contact isn't the end of the world, but it certainly is the beginning of the apocalypse. It's not that good. It's something more suited for BR or all-star play. But even with the pitchers we're getting now, 90 contact just doesn't quite suit it. But he should have good power against lefties. So inverse splits here. High contact, low power, low contact, high power. Get it, got it, good. Good defender, of course, at second base. Little asterisk on shortstop right there. A good change that old Booney boy put him over at the 2B position. He's been a damn good defender right there. So could be a fun card for sure. I don't know if he gets quirks, but obviously long series quirks do carry over. We have Raisel Iglesias right here for the Braves. Doing a good job actually on a contending team right here. I'm sure he's excited about the opportunity to pitch further than September. Could be an interesting one, the two-seamer. We're not seeing the manufactured fake sinker that often this year, and I wouldn't expect them to start. The two-seamer's good occasionally, either if you're playing a shitty opponent or depending on the arm slot. Like Randy's two-seamer's pretty good. Vita Blue's two-seamer's pretty good. Some are, flatter than the Kardashians before the Ray J video, but... You know what? Raisel has the per-9s. He has good BB9, which could be usable for sure. We're looking at Eugenio Suarez, who's had a really good year. Pretty underrated, I would say. A lot of people, probably including myself, wrote him off. They're thinking, okay, he's a throw-in. Reds are getting off of money, and the big package here is Jesse Winker. It's like the complete opposite right there. Could be a very cool card. He should have max against lefties if they make this card correct. But contact right 79 is not something you're going to want to start. It should be a bench bat / platoon. Some people platoon cards. It is a usable strat for sure. This card kind of hammered against me. Is 94, 95, second half card, whatever it is. Hit some nukes. Who knows? This could be a pretty fun card as well. Can play shortstop, just not in real life. Christ, not the best option there. We got Devin Williams right here. I would really look forward to a card for him. There's always this weird thing. When they had Josh Hader, it was like both couldn't be dominant at any given time. Hader would have to suck, and then Williams would, pitch like a god, and then vice versa. But now that Hader's out of the equation, D-Will is really shining. We've seen how good his face of the franchise is that came out day one. People, including me, I'm people, still use that D-Will card to this day, and he's so good. Come here, give him pretty much max hit per 9, give him more velo on that four-seamer, and then round out his BB9. I'll check here quickly. But I believe on his first card, his BB9 was horrible. It's 63 with a couple parallels right there. So if you boost it up to 95, he isn't giving up many walks right now. That card could be disgusting. Wow, I really look forward to that one. A couple Brewers right here. Back-to-back Brewers celebrating back-to-back postseason early... Okay, yeah, I can't talk about postseason exits as a Twins fan. It's just hypocritical. I understand. But Brandon Woodruff could be a cool card right here. Somebody they don't show love to that often. He's been a very good pitcher. He hasn't quite been on Corbin Burns' level, but he's certainly an all-star caliber guy. And he deserves to get a fat upgrade here. I think all per 9 should be hovering around that 100 mark. They hit per 9 at 112. We're going to give it to him. Again, no sinker, no meta pitch. You don't see like a cutter there as well. You typically look for one of those two. But he's got high velo. He's got pretty good differentials. You see the changeup drop off at about 12 miles per hour. Not too bad. I would look forward to him. It could be an interesting card. Again, without one of those top pitches, he isn't going to be somebody as a mainstay for most people until they fix how pitching works in this game and stop making sinker kind of the end-all be-all. There is exceptions to the rule, of course, but there's a lot of work to be done as far as MLB 23 goes, in my opinion. We got Michael Harris, easily becoming one of my favorite players to watch in baseball. Sadly, he did not hit lefties well for contact this month. He's going to kill righties. We got diamond defense. We gave it to him on all positions at parallel 4 at 90-plus speed. The problem is he never hits for power against lefties, and his contact probably would be even lower than this. So it'd be a little difficult to make a truly great Michael Harris card for all aspects of the game. But overall, I would love to see an upgraded Michael Harris. Maybe in the postseason, he gets an infield single and then crushes a couple homers against righties. Could be very fun. We got Shane Bieber right here for the Guardians. Some people thought he was a sticky stuff merchant. Is he? Not really. I mean, to the extent of 2020, yeah. I mean, that certainly was enhanced. You saw it pretty much across the board. His teammate, James Karinchak, but both are making a bounce back here. And I think it could be a fun card. He's got a cutter. He doesn't have velocity, though, is the only tough thing. He's going to throw like 93, and I boosted that up 2 miles per hour. But his per nines should be pretty good. What the fuck am I doing? There we go. Gomer's back on the screen. Okay. Very good BB9. Feel like a right-handed Cliff Lee. Both, well, Cleveland players. One an Indian, one a Guardian. But similar per nines. Just no sinker on Bieber, of course. And a righty. I guess 2 differences there. Here's some big ones. Eduardo Escobar. Please, please give Eddie a card. Not only for my Twins theme team, not only for my Swamp Squad that I'm running, but Lord help me, this card could be fan-fucking-tastic. A super utility guy as a switch hitter who truly should get 110 contact both ways. A lot of power. I mean, his Tops Now card is really good. This would just be a heightened version of that. You boost up the fielding to the gold range. You'll get gold at every secondary here. This would be a great card. I love his swing. I think he has like 3 quirks, which helps him out a little bit. Eddie Escobar, I think, is a slam dunk. You can't miss this one. We got Kyle Tucker, one of my favorite swings. Back when I used my cat, back when I had no soul, he was the swing that I ran on my creative player. It's butter. He has good quirks. He should have diamond defense, a hell of a defender, and, helps play above his attributes. He only hit 270. I could only stretch. I could only falsify this contact so much. 104, 100. If he gets that, great. But if it's like 94, 90, yeah, little yucky. But max power against lefties is realistic. He's always got the inverse as far as that goes. Not a ton of huge outfield presence in this group. There is Julio Rodriguez. He's not the guy who I'm about to show you. There's Judge. Judge, if he hits 62, will get the Pujols treatment. I pretty much guarantee you he'll be a free card with the fiery flames around him. And then Julio Rodriguez, I think, is a slam dunk for the Mariners' finest. He has the 98, which is still a usable card. Why double up right now when you could give it to bichette, who I absolutely think deserves it. Beautiful card art by MLB The Show Card Art on Twitter. Make sure to go ahead and follow them. I think this could be so crazy. I gave him max contact and power against lefties. I don't see a way where he doesn't get it. 116, 102 against righties is also really, really damn good. 110 plus vision, 70 plus speed. Secondaries, again, he doesn't list as any, but any shortstop can play second base and vice versa. I think he only loses about 9 fielding. So he would still get to a silver shield. At parallel 5, you could get him back up to gold, I do believe. Bichette is great. I love his swing. He's gotten great cards in the past, and this would be no exception. I think this is a slam dunk. There's some great pitchers that could get cards, but why start now? Why make the first live Lightning pitcher this time when we could have Bichette, who would be such a great card. So that's my predictions here in this set for the brand new POTM. Let me know what you guys think. What cards you guys want to see for September. This is going to be coming in real hot next Wednesday. So we're going to go ahead and see then if we're right on our predictions. But Until then, leave a like down below. Subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching. Hope you guys have a great day. There comes out 8.